It's more fun. Putting makeup on or taking it off. Honestly, both feel pretty good, but I'd have to go with putting makeup on. I feel like I'm always leaning more towards like keep it on as long as possible, even though you should wash your face. I'm guilty of forgetting sometimes. I'm human, I'm not perfect, and then I'll wake up and sometimes it still looks good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, just smudge under the eye a little bit and we're good. I think a skincare routine and just looking after your skin is for everyone. It's not just for women or, you know, girls or anything. Like, I've asked my boyfriend before, I'm like, can I just put mascara on your eyelashes? They're so long. Like, and he won't let me. But sometimes, and he's so cute, like he'll wear eyeliner and like a little bit and smudge it out, and I'll help him with it, and it looks so good. And then one time I just like experimented. I was like, let me put like some cool like red eyeshadow on you and see what it looks like. He looks really cool when he does that. I'm like, just give him small tips, because you know he'll just be like, rub the eyes. I'm like, no, don't do that. And then I also always like, in terms of skincare, I always my rose water, which I swear by, use it every single day. I like will sneak up on him and just like spray it on his face, because I'm like, it's good for you, and he hates it so much. But he'll listen to me one day. It's good for him.
Hey guys, it's me again, and for this episode, we're going to be discussing a little topic that I think sometimes we forget about, and that is skincare. Obviously, putting on makeup and creating a fun look is awesome, but removing it and taking care of your skin is just as important. So in this episode, I'm going to be talking about primers to prep your skin for makeup, my skincare routine for taking off my makeup, and then I'm gonna do a little challenge where I'm gonna have a full face of makeup on and try to take it off in under 2 minutes. Should be interesting. But we're gonna start off with our list of primers for all different types of skin. And we're gonna start with dry skin primers, because that's what my skin is like. I have the worst dry skin. It feels so tight if I'm not moisturized, if I don't set my face with a really nice primer. So all of these I'm speaking from experience on. This is actually the primer that I use pretty much every single day. It's more of a high-end primer, but again, all of these products work really well. It's very moisturizing. It's kind of almost a lotion. So I put on moisturizer and then I'll put that on, and it's like, bam, my skin is so ready for like foundation. It's gonna look glowy and fresh, because that's sometimes an issue that I find with foundation. If I don't use the right primer, it's very hard to get a glowy and fresh look if you don't start with that, because then it'll shine through basically under the foundation. This next product is actually called a strobe cream, and it's not so much a primer, but more of almost a moisturizer. This is really awesome because it has crushed pearls in it, like actual crushed pearls. Like, how crazy is that? I'm like, all right, I'm using that. That's gonna make my skin look awesome. So this is really, really good for giving you a glowy look under your foundation. It's almost kind of like iridescent in a way, I guess. But I recommend using it with or without a primer if you want. I'd say put on a primer first and then do that. It's like extra step. But it's super awesome. And then this very last one is actually a drugstore primer. And this is actually more of a serum in a way, or like kind of a serum oil sort of thing. It actually has gold flakes in it. So again, very fancy. It should help with keeping it bright and fresh, shine. Not shiny, but nice shine. So it also feels really, really good on the back of your hand if you just kind of apply it there, which means your face is gonna feel awesome if you put it on your face. So moving on to combination skin, which is sort of a mixture of dry and oily skin, because some people get dry in certain spots, maybe around your nose, and then very oily in other spots, like your T-zone, which is a very common place to get oily. So these primers are really good for just sort of evening out everything. It'll keep the dry areas moisturized, but the oily areas sort of mattified in a way, not too shiny. So this is a high-end primer, really good, again, for all those reasons, and the drugstore one works just as well. Lastly, we have primers for oily skin. And I've actually used this before, and you're probably thinking, Kelly, if you have dry skin, why are you using a primer for oily skin? And the answer to that is that sometimes, occasionally throughout the year, especially in super, super hot weather, I do get a little bit oily around here, sometimes like under my eyes. And someone recommended this product to me. I'm like, that's not gonna work on me. I have dry skin. But it worked really, really awesome. It's silicone based, so it makes everything look so flawless, and it's very soft when you put it on. It kind of just really gets rid of the shine, doesn't like dry you out too much, but just looks like it's mattifying you, which again is really good for creating a clean, flawless canvas for foundation. So there are your primers. Next up, we're going to move on to my skincare routine, especially if you have dry skin. This is really great for you, so stay tuned for that. So now I'm gonna give you guys a little insight on my own personal skincare routine, starting with makeup wipes. You're going to learn you have a lot of best friends when it comes to makeup, and this is definitely one of them. Really, really good for removing all the layers that you can before moving on to something like face wash or whatever your next step is. But things that are kind of moisturizing, for me personally, work really well, so that when I take off everything, it's not like, oh, where did all the moisture in my face go? These actually keep it moisturized while they take off your makeup. Very useful. And then I move on to a face wash to really take off everything. That gets in there deep. This one's actually really cool because it has like a tingly feeling on your face, so really good for the morning when you're trying to wake up. It like really wakes you up, but you just feel fresh and clean after you use it. So after I use that, I move on to this little guy, which is a makeup remover. You just shake it, and then you dip your Q-tip in it, and if you have any leftover eyeliner or mascara that's still under your eyes after you've done these two steps, trust me, it happens. This is really good. Just really removes everything because I don't want any residue left on my face, especially if I'm going to bed or just trying to have a fresh face that day. And these little Q-tips I have actually are really awesome. One side's like a regular Q-tip and one side's really pointy for getting up in there sometimes when you have a lot of eyeshadow or something in the corner of your eye. So once everything is off my face, once I've gone through these 3 steps of removing everything, I spray a load of rose water on my face. This stuff is a miracle. And you're like, rose water, that's such a simple thing. What does it do? Well, it has a lot of vitamins and stuff in it. It's very, very moisturizing, smells really good. Very good for just kind of feeling fresh. And for me, I literally take every single step I can to have moisturized, fresh skin, and it works. I've gone through maybe 10 bottles of this in the past year and a half. I spray it on my face maybe like this distance about 5 or 6 times. Feels really good. Last but not least, extra step to moisturize is a heavy duty moisturizer. For me at least. I've gone through a lot of different moisturizers and I found they work great, but they only work for a certain amount of time because then my skin gets used to it and then it doesn't moisturize as well. This one's really, really great. I usually put this on overnight because it is so heavy duty. It soaks in overnight, keeps my skin really, really nice and fresh. Lotion's essential, and then your skin is ready for primer the next morning. So now, I'm gonna put my theory to the test. Can I remove my makeup in less than 2 minutes? Get your stopwatches ready.
Okay, so to clean off the face, step number 1 is we're using a makeup wipe. And right now I'm going in with this makeup wipe on this really brightly colored lipstick that's coming off a lot easier than I thought it would, which is great. Trying to flip it over, find a clean part of the makeup wipe, scrub all over the face, trying to remove all those layers of foundation, of eyeliner, eyeshadow. You gotta get it all off. You don't want anything left. Scrubbing around where the contour was. Find a clean part of your makeup wipe as it continues to get dirty. Oh look, hey, it's a blonde eyebrow. Horrifying. Anyway, scrubbing the rest of the face. Try to get it all off, especially on the bottom of your chin, things like that, places you forget. Mascara, eyeliner, that stuff stays on. And if you don't scrub it off, it will stay on forever. Really cute face. Make cute faces while you do this, it's necessary. Still some foundation, it's hard, you keep feeling it, but you gotta take it off. Good job, Kelly. You're doing great. So, now that we've done that, going in with a Q-tip to remove the excess eyeliner, mascara, anything that was left under your eyes that a Q-tip can probably get to better than a makeup wipe. Very crucial step to remove all of it. Now, of course, gotta get that last little bit off the face. Extra clean. All right, Kelly, I think we're good. Move on to the next step, which would be drying off the face and applying rose water, which is very hydrating for the skin. Spray, 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 spray. Woo! Then we're gonna moisturize. starting off with a lip balm for the lips to moisturize those little babies. And then I go in with a heavy-duty moisturizer all over the face to contain the moisture, take care of your skin after scrubbing all of that makeup off, and I think we're done.
I did it. It is possible to take your makeup off in less than 2 minutes. And to be honest, I really didn't know if it was possible before I just did it for you guys. And speaking of not having enough time, I'm gonna show you guys a look in the next episode that has a pop of color, is a really nice fresh morning look, and guess how long it takes? 5 minutes, that's it. So, I'll see you guys then. Hey, you guys want a little behind the scenes look at the hair and makeup room? Come on, follow me. And look who we have here. It's Anton.
Hey, babe. What are you doing? What's happening?
Just hanging out. I wanted to show them your awesome makeup collection. Look at
Yeah.
this stuff. This is crazy.
This is minimal.
Oh my, wow.
This is my Kelly kit.
Duh. So, quick question. What would you say is like the biggest difference between your makeup kit and someone else's makeup kit just at home? Like an average, just everyday makeup kit?
That's a really good question because although a lot of people have a lot of stuff, like some people I know, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. I love that.
Nothing wrong with that.
But I think quantity and variety is a big thing. Like these are all cream blushes that I condensed and like put labels on the back. So I, have them all in one place so they're not rolling around everywhere.
Yeah.
So convenience is a big thing about my setup. Lots of extra clean brushes, like multiple colors of, yeah, it's a good one. Pretty sure I gave you one of those at some point. I have, 50 foundations in my main kit because I never know who I'm gonna be working on.
See,
so
I just normally have like the same shade.
Exactly.
Because I'm used to just myself.
Your powders, like your bronzer color, like those kind of products are gonna be very regular for you versus you might have a lot of lipsticks and a lot of eyeshadow palettes.
Well, I aspire to be like you one day. Look at this. Props to you.
Sooner than later.
Well, here's a look at all the makeup for a professional makeup artist, what they have in their kit. It's pretty awesome to look at, honestly.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, well, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.